Hey yo, we're back in action. We got tiers, team of the season. Bang, bang, bang. Hello, team of the season Premier League. We've been traveling. You may have seen that. That's why we had a light hiatus. I'm not holding you up. Welcome back to the channel. Beautiful people, we appreciate you. Alexander Arnold. Ooh, where do we place this fullback, this right back, this man that's got that itch? Do I start with the guy? Endgame means you never replace him, and to be fair, we're gonna see some of that rotation heavily. I'm trying to be strict. There will be movement at the end of the video. If you haven't liked the content, you're missing out on good energy, good vibes that could be talking to you on a frequent basis. Ooh. Free to subscribe if you're not loving the marketplace. Talking about this weird inflation scenario. Just subscribe. That makes a lot of sense. Alisson, dope goalkeeper. Fanboy, not quite, but I respect him. I wish I could grow that level of facial hair. I don't think we're gonna see a goalkeeper swerve and curve into this god or end game. Also, outside, someone is mowing the lawn. That's what it sounds like. I live in New York City. How is that possible? There are no lawns to be mowed. This guy is trimming concrete. Some of you will just say, Mike, it's construction settled down, but we'll appreciate that energy. Did I mention subscribe? Dele Alli. I don't know how y'all were feeling and dealing and wheeling with a flashback team of the season. Still, Premier League, I tossed them in. What's it called? A baker's dozen? Technically, that would mean there are 13 players. I think we've got like 19 or 20. So we got a extra muffin. I don't know. First off, Everton are staying up. I'm a supporter just nearly there. And I think I'm going to have that bias come in. Dele, come on, God tier. Bruno, I don't know. I'm not sure I can give him this. Am I tripping? The price point kind of backs me. Under 100K, Premier League, midfielder. I don't care, I'm doing it. Mid-tier. What's up? This is a team of the season edition. João Cancelo, our first end game. Official. Doesn't need the whistle. One of the best fullbacks in the world and brilliant in FIFA. It translates. Bang, bang. Support João. KDB. Kevin De Bruyne. I actually feel that he should be higher rated. And I'm far from a City supporter, but talent knows talent. Apparently I'm a scout. A FIFA scout. De Gea, I know he's not a classic team of the season. He's a team of the season moments. Premier League, similar to Dele Alli. I tossed him in. He's still going to be in the top tier. Goalkeepers, if you're new around these parts, so damn subjective. It's just too opinionated without stats or measurables to back it up. If you haven't commented what you think of this team of the season and these players, high key, get in there right now. In there. Like you're sliding a DM for the first time taking your shot. No misses. Alley-oop. No look pass. Crossover Allen Iverson. Step back Kobe. I'm not sure why we're doing basketball references heavy in a FIFA video. It be like that. It does. Diogo Jota. Perhaps the best FIFA player, professional footballer, or vice versa. The man has that professional talent. I'm not that excited. Gonna throw him into the top tier. And there's no disrespect between these tier systems. Criteria is relatively simple. We're comparing to what's been released, the time period of the game. Phil Foden. I like Phil Foden. That lateral movement is nasty with him. I'm gonna bump him here. Remember, there'll be movement at the end of the video. Don't you go anywhere. Harry, not Potter. Body type still problematic. Gonna finish for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't like his price tag on an unrelated, but still, I'm gonna throw that into the video. A lot of stats with Mr. Kane, but I would like to have him as a top tier player because he will lack some of the side to side. It's just a fact, but he does so much so well. Money, because you're gonna need plenty of it if you're making this adjustment, insertion, acquisition, new signing, endgame, done, dusted, easy. Ruben Diaz, still not my favorite center back from a stylistic approach, but he's really grown on me this year. He had that team of the year, we now have the team of the season, which is technically worse than the team of the year, but he's earned his position. He got a reputation. Declan Rice, he's a good holding mid, but we have too much depth for this position. Rodri, you can join him. Similar scenario or circumstance or sequence, he's not complete enough for my personal expectation. Cristiano Ronaldo. Some of y'all seem surprised. Surprised. You hear these guys? Surprised. When he's got 18 goals on the year. I know, there's penalty kicks, I get it. This is FIFA we're talking about. Or EA Sports FC. The rebrand. Saka. The bias kickstarting again. I'm gaslighting. I want to have him in the top tier. He really doesn't make an argument for the God situation. I also like that he's a little bit better defensively than you might expect or anticipate. And I say that because it allows you to have long-term versatility. Mo Salah, no-brainer. Again, you know what he's going to do to shimmy, to shake. Got that Messi-esque quality. Footwork not identical, but very powerful. And you can't stop him. The Egyptian God card, we're not talking original Yu-Gi-Oh, but you don't want to see him in a battle. Bernardo Silva, I love him. Put him into the God tier. Maybe I should even push for him being on the end game. The way he maneuvers, the vision, I just want to throw out that he's a steal, meal deal. Better than going to Tesco. That would be for the UK, the Brits. You know what I'm talking about. Ronaldo, it just wouldn't be right. Gifted and talented, premium quality. What's not to love? Some of you might argue you want a little more of that strength, that body type. But boy, 5-star weak foot and everything is floating, curving, manipulating, moving, grooving, fast forward, reruns, Nick at night, Ronaldo with the throwback, the perp edition. If you know what I'm talking about, let me know. If you know, that we know. Virgil. Where do we place him? I like the God tier. I don't believe that he strongly or decisively makes that argument for the end game. I know, community team of the season that are Premier League players. Let's run through a few names. Zaha, God, undeniable. Fred, God, quickfire. Laporte, God, maybe even endgame, man. That's the booster. Hugo, top. This again, fella. This gent in the middies. Stats aren't authentic. Same could be said with Connor. Oh yeah. Tino, Mitchell, bang bang. I'm happy to put them both in the top tier. I know you have questions, there's some answers. Now let's talk some movement. Bottom and up. Bottoms up. Mid-tier. I still think this is where Bruno should be. Maybe I'm being harsh. It is what it is. From the top selection. And there's no shame in the game if you're in the top and up. It still means you're weekend league certified. I mean, God tier and end game, they're self-explanatory. They're the best of the best, the creme de la creme. Give me that cannoli. Harry Kane, I'd like to do this. I'm contemplating. I'd like to have that move. Is that the right move? Okay. Still don't like your price point, but we bumped Harry. The Dirty Mike approval, that stamp. And then when we get into the God scenario, for me, KDB, maybe I'd like to see him a little bit higher. Bernardo Silva, there's a heavy bias, but if you've used him, then you know. The man is an instrument, plays many of them. It's so ridiculous that he's only 140,000 points. If you're looking for value, here you go. VALUE. I know, spelling bee with Mike. I rate KDB. He got that bump. Extra helper, double serving. The man just dropped a quadruple the other day. I'm giving him a nod of approval. There he is, endgame, KDB. We even out the selection between the God tier and the endgame. Feels right, feels balanced. I approve it. Let me know your thoughts. Blow up that comment section. I'm happy to be back. I was traveling for multiple events, back to back to back. So we had a little refresh and we were working. That's why we didn't have the same amount of uploads here. Back to that greatness, that goodness, that quality vibe that we bring to the channel, that personal But I have a lot more content coming out ASAP. Make sure to subscribe, turn on some notifications. I appreciate you.